Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Murdle mystery video. Today we're solving the mysterious murder at the luxurious white-collar prison. Logical went to make his weekly visit to a high-end prison. And when he got there, he discovered that Inspector Arantino had been killed. He would avenge his former rival. So, we only have three things. We have 6 of the suspects, 6 of the weapons, and lastly, 6 of the locations. So remember, each suspect brought 1 weapon to 1 location, but today only 1 was the murderer. So let's start for what we know for sure, that the body was found on the tennis court. So this means that the tennis court is where the murder took place. Now we just gotta figure out who and what weapon did this person use. So there's fingerprints found on the encrusted diamond key. So we gotta match the fingerprints right now. I think the closest is Dr. Crimson. Because it looks, it looks exactly alike. So Dr. Crimson has the key. Next up, a stain from a very expensive ink, which is this one right here, was found beneath the cushions of a velvet seat. And let's see here. Let's check out the descriptions of the locations. I'm assuming it's got to be the movie theater. Because what else do they have velvet seats? So in the movie theater, there was this weapon. The other suspect with the same height as Dr. Crimson was seen beneath the cushions of the velvet seat, which means that the suspect who has the same height as Dr. Crimson, which is 5'9", was at the movie theater. So who is 5'9" right now? Slate is 5'5", Midnight is 5'8", Navy is 5'9", Fuchsia is 5'8", and Saffron is 5'2". So that means that Admiral Navy has the weapon, and he was at the movie theater. So we solved that mystery. He wasn't at the tennis court. That's one thing. But we don't know if Dr. Crimson was at the tennis court. A book that reveals how Logical and Arantino met was found by a video game console. Hold on. I'm assuming it's gotta be this one. Because this is definitely a book. It says, let me see what it says. A book that reveals that Logical and Arantino met was found by a video game console. I can only assume that it's referring to the Murdle Volume 3. And it's at the rec room, because that's the only room, because I believe that's the only room that has a book. A pair of literal gold handcuffs was not found in the guard tower. So which one has a gold handcuffs? It's this one right here. And we know it's not there. So we only have 3 locations that may be there. Frosting was found beside a non-GMO dinner. That could be the poison birthday cake, because it's made of frosting and chemicals. And I can only assume that it's the cafeteria. I forgot how to pronounce this entire, thing. So, we know that the gold handcuffs was not in the cafeteria. So we're down to 2 locations. Agent Fuchsia was hanging around in the spa. So it's definitely right over here. Analysts discovered traces of a weapon made of metal on the clothing of Miss Saffron. So Miss Saffron may have a weapon that's made of metal. It could have been the diamond encrusted key, or it could have been the handcuffs. But remember, Dr. Crimson has the handcuffs. But it could be a gold watch, and it could be this one. However, Navy has the Blanc, which is the pen, and Dr. Crimson has the key. So it could be either this handcuffs or this watch. Either way, I do not know for sure. A frosting detector gave a positive reading on Uncle Midnight. Frosting detector. My guess is that he may have the poisoned birthday cake. He may have the poisoned birthday cake because it says frosting detector. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Now, we're going to decode this code, but I can read it without decoding it. It says Agent Fuchsia had a gold watch. So this confirms that Miss Saffron doesn't have the watch. She only has the handcuffs, which means that Captain Slate has the book. And it was in the rec room. But remember, the clue states that it's in the tennis court. So now we got to figure out who is at the tennis court. So, in conclusion, which I don't know why I said that. So in conclusions, we know that in the rec room, Admiral Navy has the Blanc, and in the spa, Agent Fuchsia has the gold watch. So that means that Miss Saffron was at the tennis court, and Dr. Crimson was at the guard tower. So you know what this means, right? This means that Miss Saffron is the killer. But the question is this the right accusation? Only one way to find out. Let's confirm this. Miss Saffron has the golden handcuffs in the tennis court, and she was the murderer. Is this the right accusation? Yes, it is. This one's a little bit harder because there's a lot going on, or there's a lot of information that we need to get through. And it took me about 11 minutes and 1 second, which means it takes longer to figure things out. So, right now, it looks like this mystery has been solved today. So, I'll see you all in the next video, whether it's this Murdle mystery or something else. Until then, thanks for watching.